wanna know? What you wanna know now? What you wanna know now? What you wanna know? Why? Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Alaikum
barakatuh.
salam.
Really good to see you.
Good to see you
Thank you
too.
guys for coming. Ladies
You're
and
welcome.
gentlemen, we are pronouncing Ubex. Tell us about Ubex.
So Ubex has been established since 2011. It's a Bahraini-owned company. It was founded by two brothers. They started off delivering orders around Bahrain, approaching different clients, home businesses. And now we operate around the world. We have different stations around the world. We have door-to-door service from China, Turkey, UAE. We also have India, Bangladesh, and Turkey. And those are our main lines. So we do not use any other 3PL companies. Okay. We export, we import, we have domestic delivery, and we also have our fulfillment center here in Bahrain as well. So we provide logistics solutions from A to Z. So you have a business, we handle your logistics completely. So all you have to do as a business owner is just manage your business, market your business, increase the sales of your business, and we will help you achieve that as well. So we provide logistics consultations. We sit down with you. We understand your needs, your different business requirements, what you need in terms of marketing, what you need in terms of IT, what you need in terms of storage, whatever it may be. We'll try and help you with that. So basically, logistics solutions from A to Z. Our main focus was corporations, large businesses, large enterprises, and then we branched off into, usually it starts the other way around. They start with small enterprises. Yes. So what we did was we started off with large enterprises, and then we moved into the SMEs, because the trend nowadays is all e-commerce, online businesses. So when we enter Instagram or other social media platforms, we don't see pictures of our families anymore. We don't see pictures of our friends anymore. It's only online businesses, different businesses. So the main purpose of our fulfillment center is we're changing, or like the whole trend is you don't have to open a physical store anymore. You don't need a brick and mortar shop to start or establish your business. Nice. All you need is a phone, a website, and you're good to go. So that's what we provide. You can store your items with us in our fulfillment center located here in Bahrain. Everything will be done from A to Z, and you can control everything from our application called eShip in your mobile or your laptop. Okay, so if you have a website, we will integrate your website with our website. Anyone who visits your website, adds your item to cart, okay, we will receive the order. Our guys at the fulfillment center will pick the order up, package it according to your needs, or if you have any specific packaging, okay, we will do that for you, okay? Your items will be inspected. When we import your items from other places, it will be inspected. If there is any quality issue, if there is any damage, if the quantity is off from the items that you ordered, okay, we will inspect all of that, okay? Every item will be barcoded, okay? Every item will be barcoded to avoid any errors when dispatching the orders. So customer orders from your website, we receive the order, we package your order, okay? And it leaves in the same day. So whether it is domestic delivery or whether it is an export delivery to anywhere around the world. And we do have a lot of success stories with different e-commerce platforms around here in Bahrain. We have a customer that was dealing with cosmetics. Okay, so he started like any e-commerce. He started small. Okay, he was pushing around 20 orders per week. He had a full-time job. His partners had a full-time job, so they couldn't handle the marketing. They didn't have time to fully dedicate their time and efforts to their business because of their full-time job. So we proposed the idea to them. Okay, they scaled up their business overnight. So they added more SKUs, they added more products, they added stock keeping unit. So yes, of course. So every item is considered an SKU. So that, for example, let's say you have a T-shirt, a black T-shirt. You have small, medium, large. Okay, so small is SKU number 1, medium is SKU number 2, and large is SKU number 3. So he increased his SKUs, Okay, he brought in different varieties of facial care, cosmetics, hair care, sunscreens, and stuff like that. So when we handled it, okay, he increased his orders by around 200%. 200%.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes,
This
yes.
is big.
Yes. So he focused on marketing. He pushed marketing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, he
Wise.
pushed marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, he started managing. He started, finding different suppliers, becoming agents of different brands around the world. Okay, and he started pushing and pushing and pushing, and now the last quarter, he reached around what 6,000 orders in 2 months or 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So we do have, that's one of our
one only.
yes.
We have a lot of success stories. See, the thing is, the main problem with people when they want to start a business, the main two questions that they ask themselves: do I have the time for it? Do I have the money for it?
Absolutely.
So what we give them is that take your time, invest your money in marketing, and we handle everything else.
Exactly.
You don't need to pay for a shop. You don't need to pay for rent, electricity, like shelves, whatever it is. Just bring your products. We handle everything else. The whole operation hassle, we just do it.
Yeah.
You're relaxed at home, and you see just the profit coming for you and increasing.
Exactly.
It would never decrease unless you stop working.
Yes. Yes.
So,
yes. Yes.
Instead of putting the money in rents and all, you put all the money in, let's say, sponsored ads or marketing, whatever it is that would reach you to all the other customers. So you can go from local to GCC to international, and it will never be a problem for us.
Exactly.
We just handle it, and you just go up, go wherever you want to go in the world.
Because speaking of rents and stuff, because nowadays you want to start a business, you have to think about, okay, where am I gonna open a shop in? Okay, which area in Bahrain? Okay, staff, labor cost,
Licenses,
electricity, and you know that more than anyone. Yes, you know that more than anyone. Then you have to think about the logistics of everything. Okay, what are you going to sell? Are you going to sell a service? Are you going to sell a product? Okay, what type of service? What type of products? What's the trend? We sit down with you. Even if you have an idea, even if you're like ambitious enough to want to open a business, come by, sit down with us. We'll think, because we study the different trends that are happening in the market. That's part of our daily jobs, daily task. Okay, we have to know what's happening in the market. Is the e-commerce market fluctuating? Is it growing? Is it decreasing? You know, what's the different fuel surcharges, which is the price of fuel of the aviation industry? Okay, we have to know all of that stuff, because if we start or if we stop thinking about that, then the business will go down. And unfortunately, that's what's happening with the different retailers or the logistics retailers here in Bahrain. They compete with prices. We don't go into that price war. You know, the war, that the battles that they're having, oh, I'm cheaper than you, I'm cheaper than this, I'm cheaper than that. We do not approach that. We do not go into that at all. Because once you compete with prices, so how are you going to compete with prices? You cannot increase. You will only have to decrease. Once you increase, you lose customers. That's it. They'll find they will go to and approach your competition. But once you decrease your price, the fuel surcharge goes up. Then you're going to be operating in loss all the time. You're going to be operating either cost to cost, okay, or in loss. Because the way the industry works, let's say you have an export. We have operating costs. We have to pay the airlines, okay, the agreed rate that they sent us, right? And then we sell you our price, right? So other companies here, what do? They sell you the same price the airlines provided. So let's say it's 2 BD, right? They will sell it 2.2. So their profit is 200 fils here. Okay. What if the airlines increased?
They can't increase with them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it is a strategy. Sorry.
Exactly. No,
it is a pricing strategy, which can be good in the short run, but if you see it in the long run, you will definitely won't be able to match with the increase in the rates.
Yeah.
So you will lose.
Exactly. So for example, let's say 2.2, right? I'm selling it 2.2. The airlines increase the prices to, let's say, 3 BD. How will you be able to tell your customer that, oops,
that's not possible.
Exactly. So they'll go to your competition. Right. And unfortunately, that's the reality of what companies here are facing. Okay. A lot of companies open up logistics, okay, import, export, clearance. But what they fail to study properly is pricing strategy. Yes, the strategy of how to build your services, how to price your services accordingly, that's what they're facing, okay? So we try and help those guys as well, okay? We provide them our lines, like I mentioned, China, Turkey, India. We provide them the rates in order for them to start selling our services to their customers so that they still remain in the competition, they still remain in their market, and they don't lose any export or import as well.
Nice.
Yes. So speaking of the e-commerce, what we're trying to do is we have a package, okay? We try to provide them the fulfillment service, okay? We try to provide them a discounted rate on exports, discounted rates on imports, discounted rates on clearance for their items, and we also provide free consultations for e-commerce business. Yes, especially if it's Bahraini
free
business.
Consultation.
Yes,
nice,
yes.
nice. You definitely need that.
Yes.
You would definitely need a consultation to learn, because although this conversation right now will lead a lot of people to learn about logistics,
yes,
about the beauty of Ubex, about the beauty of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And since you told me that it's a free consultation, I mean, a lot of people should take this opportunity
Exactly.
to learn and to deal with you guys.
Exactly.
Go for it.
Exactly. Because the thing is, logistics is a very complicated industry.
I believe you.
Yes, it is a very complicated industry.
I have experience. I'm going to share.
Yes. It is a very complicated industry. We're learning every day about different trends. We have different shipments, different commodities that we are still learning about on a daily basis. And it's a never-ending learning industry. So what we try to do as Ubex is we try to make it simple. That's our slogan. We try to make logistics simple for our customers. Because when a customer who does not have any experience or background in logistics wants to start a business, it's difficult. Because that's the main issue of our customers and clients, is that they approach us because they're like, we don't know what to do when it comes into logistics. How do I import my items? Yes. Even if they do, so different companies, like let's say I have to import my items from China. You have two platforms, AliExpress and Alibaba, and they're both interlinked together. Okay, those are the only two platforms that you'll be able to order in bulk. Alibaba, right? So you purchase anything. Let's say we'll purchase T-shirts, for example, from Alibaba in China. Yeah. You go into their website, you pick your item, you add the quantity that you want, okay, and then you'll see that the shipping is actually more expensive than the product you're ordering. Okay, so as a customer who has no experience in logistics, like, what else can I do? Let me just pay the shipping. And that's the reality of a lot of the clients that we've sat down with. And they faced that issue before, and they've paid the very expensive shipping rates. But we have different solutions for that as well. And it's actually cost effective and faster. And with our fulfillment center, you'll ensure that what you ordered is the same thing that you have in mind. Like, this is the product that I want. This is the product that I want to package it in a certain way. This is how I want it to be delivered to the final customer. So we provide A to Z solutions.
You're not only simplifying
Yes.
all logistics, you're already deducting a massive cost.
Exactly.
I told you I have.
Yes.
Let me share the experience.
Yes, please.
Before that, forgive my manners.
No worries.
It's all about offerings, right?
Yes.
So let's take the opportunity.
Perfect.
And I hope we pass in this.
Okay.
Because you guys, since you mentioned that you have
fierce competition.
Fierce competition.
Fierce competition.
Your team, it's beautiful, by the way, knowing that you guys do that. It's really inspiring.
So far, I think our customer service, they're winning.
No, come on, I'm winning.
Nah,
I'm winning.
I think our customer service
established
has
the competition. I'm winning.
I hope that this finds your satisfaction.
Okay.
Please.
And we'll be completely honest.
Yes, we're always honest.
Honesty is the best policy. Please.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, it smells good.
Oh, right.
لا
Take your time. Take your
قال
time.
I
And
still
then
didn't
third,
قالها
fourth,
قالها
take your
شاي
time.
الطيبين
شاي
شاي
الطيبين.
الطيبين شاي الطيبين. No, it's good. It's good.
I've been telling every single human being
It's
on
good.
earth that this tea is the tea.
It's good.
This tea reminds me
Home.
of home
Old
and of a
days.
memory
Detective Conan.
of a memory. Like, you know, when we were kids, we just
I
do
know, right?
sleepovers,
Yes,
and like,
yes.
you know, when life was easy and
It's
fun.
beautiful, I know.
Yeah, this is. I'm remembering all of that.
Every time I take a sip, I feel the same thing. I remember the gold days.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes,
The
yes,
beautiful
yes,
days,
yes,
the
yes.
simple, the beautiful days that we have raised in the kingdom, and it was
Yeah,
as much as it's simple. There's nothing special about it. Not 30 بالشهر.
exactly. Yes, yes. Oh,
Beautiful. I
30.
know,
Oh,
right?
man,
It's really beautiful. These
yeah.
days just remind me every
Yes,
day that
yes.
hey,
The
we lived
nostalgic
the life.
days.
You know,
Yes, yes,
we had
yes.
a very beautiful childhood.
Yes, exactly.
I'm really glad that. What do you think? This is amazing. You can make a company out of this. Oh my god, this is amazing, right? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Well, actually, one of the plans is to establish that we're actually talking about the experience that we had.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
To the subject. Since Corona happened, um, I had this idea because everybody is cannot go to the gym, right? They closed all establishments. You can't go to the gym. You can't do nothing.
Yes.
So I said, okay, there's a lot of people complaining. A lot of people are looking to do. There's a little bit of an initial trend that people buy equipments to build their own gym in the house.
Yes.
I said, okay, let me surf the web.
Mhm.
Let me find the cheapest treadmill
Mhm.
I could find from China or Thai or whatever.
Mhm.
So I can import it here and then sell it and make business, right?
Yes.
So I made a small advertisement and I posted it only expatriates.com.
Okay.
Expatriates.com, not
Yeah.
Facebook, not Instagram,
Yes,
nothing.
yes.
Just a website for expatriates.
Mm.
And it's a very small website here.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I posted that, hey, there's treadmill that I put the picture, the dimensions, the specifications of the device, company, whatever, and I put the price.
Okay.
The price was. I tried to go with Baraka,
Okay.
those distributors for
Yes.
treadmills and all that in Bahrain,
Mhm.
the official agents for these kind of machines, and I found that the prices are ridiculously high for the treadmills, and I said, okay, since I found a very cheap product with the same specifications, heavy duty, whatever,
Mhm.
speed limit, I don't know how much, whatever, all of the same condition, but Allahumma not different company. That's
Okay.
China and that's America, for example,
Yes.
or Germany. So I imported one for myself
Okay.
because I don't want to, be in trouble with someone else, right?
Exactly.
I want to import something because this is the first time.
Yeah.
Secondly, I want to see is believe.
Yes.
Although you see in the paper, you need to try it.
Of course.
So
Of
I
course.
tried it. It's working well because I'm a big guy,
Mhm.
heavy, whatever. So I tried everything, tried running. It's functional 100%. Now I'm confident to sell it to people.
Yeah.
So I've received maybe 13 inquiries.
Okay.
And I'm using, what was it? Something Express. Something Express. It's back in 2020. Anyways, door-to-door service. They bring
Okay.
it to me direct
Okay.
with a very cheap cost. I'm just going to pay one-time fee. They're going to bring it to me. I sold 13.
Okay.
After that, I came to the idea because since Corona, everyone turned into opening food trucks.
Yes.
Food trucks
Yes.
in Seaside,
Everywhere,
because
everywhere.
you can't open a restaurant.
Yes.
Everything was total
Yes.
lockdown back then. So I bought one food truck. I found a Chinese manufacturer have a website, a
Okay.
beautifully designed website with 3D model that you can build your food truck the way you want.
Oh, fully
How big
customizable.
is it?
Okay.
You want chef and dish inside, like Subway,
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
or
that's
you
Perfect.
want two furnace, or you want twisters. What do you want? Fully customization.
Okay.
You customize it, and then the order will be full amount is that. They will build it for you, and also the design and everything, the size. They'll bring it straight to your doorstep. So, okay, I'm gonna order one for myself.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. And I opened Borashid Resto.
Okay.
That sounds Rashid, right?
Okay.
Borashid.
Barrage.
So I opened Borashid Resto. and I had 4 staff in it, and I was the first food truck who sells rice in Bahrain.
Okay.
So basically, do you know the cup, the popcorn cup for cinemas?
Yes. Yes.
Same design, but thicker
Okay.
and safer to be, having melted
Yes.
food
Yes.
in it. Container, and you have a chef and dish, right? You have 4 types of rice and 4 types of they call it ulam, which is nashif.
Okay. Nashif.
Side
Yes.
dish, whatever, right?
Okay.
So we have the mandi, we have the bukhari, we have the kebsa, we have the steamed rice, and we have the chicken salona,
Okay.
and the beef, and the shrimp, and the vegetable. And 4 toppings. Garlic, fried onion, fried eggplant,
Okay.
and spring onions.
Okay.
So you have 4 layers in the cup.
Yeah.
You have 4 layers. You can choose the steamed rice in the beginning, then
Okay.
chicken, then mandi rice,
And then the toppings.
fully
Yes.
custom, whatever.
Yes.
You want one thing and one thing, or you want 3 or 4, fully customization. It's working well.
All right.
Working very well. The idea is, if I only knew Ubex,
Mm-hmm.
now,
Yeah.
the whole thing, if I only knew Ubex, I would have sold all of the food trucks here in Bahrain through Ubex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because going through the whole path of making the logistics, applying address. There's no address, you need to deal with elements, open a file. I don't know. Oh my God, no way, thanks.
Yes.
It's a hustle that I don't have energy for.
Exactly.
If I only knew Ubex, I would have sold hundreds of treadmills.
Yeah.
I would have sold hundreds of food trucks. And perhaps I'm going to be, I don't know.
A millionaire by now.
Yeah, because right now I've suspended
the food truck.
general trading license.
Okay.
We have
Alright.
it just under suspension
Okay.
because I focus into the original business, core business, which is legalities,
Okay.
governance, and all that.
Which is a great thing, by the way. Which is a great thing. Yes.
It's working well, but I just wanted to, be a little bit of a wild card.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like Advisor have a built-in services.
Yes.
So since we have Ubex now, I mean, things are getting better, right?
Yeah, we'd be more than happy to assist. We'd be more than happy to assist.
It's always about, I believe, as a person, I believe that the worst situations brings the best relations.
Exactly.
I know the hustle with logistics.
Mm-hmm.
I know the nightmares behind it. Custom.
Exactly.
Ya Allah, I swear.
That's why I think we have yes. See?
What is that?
We make it simple.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Check this out, guys. We
make it simple. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I already have that.
Yes, I gave it to you.
Yes, that's beautiful. So speaking of logistics, this is very, very great opportunity for me as a person.
Yes.
Where I can reopen our license. And,
why not?
Having a virtual agreement, joint venture agreement with you guys.
Of course.
We can simplify all our transactions through Ubex, basically building a website.
Yes.
Putting all of our available items that we can sell to the people.
Of course.
In or out, and Ubex will take over.
Yes, of course.
From A to Z, the whole
transaction. Of course.
Start to delivery.
Yes, of course.
I mean, this is a big privilege that we're having Ubex giving all these opportunities to the SMEs and free consultation, right? And this is amazing. God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Shout out for the first guy in Ubex to the last guy in Ubex, right?
Yes.
To the whole family of Ubex, shout out. Beautiful, Annie. Behind you or in front of you.
Yes.
I'm going to say the same.
Thank you.
Knowing that you guys doing that in your company and dealing with this, starts with that, ending with that, it's very beautiful. Especially, the only thing that really triggers me is basically that you guys started from the biggest companies and now going to the smallest companies.
Yes.
This is not how it works, All people start
from the bottom. Yes.
You guys from the up,
You catch one big fish is better than catching.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So if we're talking about Ubex, we're talking about you and a person. What are you going to say to the world? What do you want to say to the world?
What would I want to say?
Anything in your heart. When I say world, when I say people, what comes in your mind, and what is the thing that you want to say? What's your message?
You know that feeling when See, we are in a time where everyone is observing the other person, right?
Unfortunately.
Yes, social media, and the different trends that are happening and stuff like that. We're in a time where we're observing different people, what they're doing, what they're eating, what they're drinking, whatever it may be. And a lot of people are getting affected by that. Yeah. We, as people, as humans, we have principles, okay? And we should stick to those principles. If you're seeing something bad, don't go behind that. Do not get encouraged by whatever you see on social media. Because social media, for me, I see it as it can be toxic, it can be productive. It's how you perceive it, It's all about perspective. As a very good friend of mine always says, it's all about perspective. Whatever the situation may be, he always says that line. It's all about perspective. It's annoying, okay, but it is true. That's the thing. So I would want to say is that believe in your principles, believe in yourself, whatever. And when it comes to business and opening a business, if you have an idea, no matter how wild the idea is, it's possible. Because we're living in an age where everything is possible. Nothing is impossible. Nothing at all. Nothing is impossible. We've sat down with clients who had the wildest ideas. Doable. Nice. Nothing is impossible. And one thing I want to say about Ubex, about our family at Ubex, is that each employee, okay, from the top till the bottom, okay, and we don't even have top and bottom. We're all level in Ubex. The thing is, every employee works at Ubex as if Ubex was their own company. Yes. When we have big decisions to make, we all sit down, we gather up and we huddle up in the middle of the warehouse and we all sit down. We're like, okay, we have this 1, 2, 3. As your department, what do you want to do? Your department, what do you want to do? What's your ideas? So everyone shares their ideas, shares their thoughts, their opinions together as one big family. And that's why I love, I think we both share the same feeling, is that we both love working at Ubex. We both believe in Ubex. We both believe that because we're doing something good, right? Because we're helping different people.
We're making a change.
Yes, we are. We are impacting their lives. And speaking of an impact, we recently did a joint venture with the diabetes charity here in Bahrain. Okay, we sat down with them. Okay, like any other company, we sat down with them. We'd like to support you guys. We'd like to, give gifts.
Yeah,
and
basically, to be part of the World Diabetes Days.
Yes.
We wanted to be there. We were like, okay, what we will do is instead of just putting a post on Instagram and be like, oh, we support diabetic people, we said we want to visit the diabetic kids, let's say.
Yeah, the charity itself.
And give them gifts, like toys, something like that, something simple.
Yeah.
But when we sat with them to propose this idea, we realized that they have a huge issue, many problems that no one is paying attention to, and we all just want to give gifts. They said that giving gifts is not going to be as impactful as finding a solution.
Right.
So we sat and understood their problems, and then we changed our concept completely.
We canceled the whole idea of
no more gifts. What we will do, we want to take their voice out there.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So when you go on our Instagram, you would see the latest video that we posted. We brought a diabetic kid, an adult,
who was diagnosed at, I think,
she was 2 years
old. Yeah, she was diagnosed by 2 years old. Yeah.
Yes. So what most of the people don't know is that diabetes can be in type 1 and type 2, and not necessarily it's genetic or any of that. It can happen to anyone. It just suddenly the pancreas suddenly stops, and so not everyone knows that. So
and I was one of those people. Like I didn't know how. No, I didn't know like the difference between type 1, type 2. I always had that misconception that if I eat a lot of sugar, if I eat a lot of sweets, I'll get diabetes. But when I sat down with them, I learned that that's not always the case. I think that was never the case.
It was never the case. It's not about sugar. It's about carbs. It's about the insulin stopping in your body. That's it. So we brought a kid who was diagnosed when she was 2 years old.
Beautiful kid, beautiful
she's
kid.
adorable.
You know, she's very optimistic, and you'll see that if you watch the video. She's a very optimistic young girl.
She doesn't take it as something
Negative,
bad
yes,
in her life.
yes,
She's
yes,
like,
yes.
this is
She
my
embraces
friend.
it.
Yes, exactly,
Beautiful,
exactly,
beautiful.
exactly.
Although
exactly.
she's in 2nd grade, I think she's 10 or 7 years old, something
Yes,
like that.
yes,
And she's very young, but still you can see how positive she is.
yes.
And then we brought a young adult, someone who was diagnosed since 2016. And he also took that as like a point of strength for him to open his YouTube channel. He talks about diabetes to spread awareness about what diabetes and how to deal with it. So that's what he did. And then we brought a dietitian and a mom of a diabetic child, let's say. So they all spoke about how was it when they first knew about diabetes and what was the change and how they took it as a strength point. So it was nice. It was very emotional to see that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
By hearing it, I got
and the most like the beautiful part about it was when they all spoke, none of them spoke in a negative way. Like none of them mentioned that, you know,
my life is miserable.
yes,
Yeah,
my life is
none
done.
of
That's
them
it.
said
None
any
of
of
them.
that.
None of them.
Positive.
They're very strong.
Exactly,
and-
exactly,
They still
exactly.
forward.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes,
The thing
yes.
that I really loved about the thing that was in common between all of them is that they all said, in يعني if I can say it in Arabic,
Sure.
okay, they were like, Alhamdulillah, this is يعني هدية من رب العالمين لنا. This is a gift from Allah.
Yes.
And because He loves us, that's why He did this for us. He gave us this
Because he
to
knows
get-
that we're capable
we're
of dealing
capable,
with
we're
this.
strong.
Yes.
So that's why don't take it as a negative thing. It's هدية من رب العالمين لأن Allah يحبنا. This is the saying of the smallest kid we had.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
that
yeah,
adorable
yes.
girl, which was nice to see that this is how they view it. But it was really, really emotional. And yani, we posted it and then it went viral. We got 10,000 without even putting it on sponsor or anything.
Mhm.
Wow.
10,000 views.
Wow.
And it's still increasing, you know?
Nice,
Which is nice. This is what we wanted. We
Good
wanted
deeds
to take
bring good deeds.
exactly,
Yes, yes,
exactly.
yes,
It wasn't anything about money. It wasn't anything about getting our name out there. It was
Yes.
about getting their voices out there,
yes.
which was something that we all felt good about it.
And we're working on bringing the different supplies that they need. That is very expensive here in Bahrain. Very, very expensive.
Medical supplies.
Yes,
Medical
supplies,
supplies.
and we can't actually bring medicines, okay, because it's like a monopoly here in Bahrain. So one company controls all the prices. So even if we find a different supplier that sells it at half the cost, it's a very big headache. It's a very big headache, and I don't think it is possible even. But what we are trying to do is locating different suppliers around the world. So we've sat down with different families that have that issue. They told us that they bring in their products from different countries around the world at half the cost. So what we're trying to do is get in touch with those suppliers, bring their items here in our fulfillment center, so that if there is a need, we can supply that demand.
All right. A quick question.
Yes.
Do you guys have climate storage?
Yes, we do have cold storage. Yes, cold storage. Yes,
Okay.
yes, but not freezing cold. So not anything below -20, -10. That's freezing. We do have only cold storage.
Cold storage.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cold
Cold storage.
storage.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
For me as a person,
Yes.
as a wiser, we have one issue.
Yes.
Okay, we're dealing with thousands of clients,
Oh, yes.
right, on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And from varieties of nationalities, all the way from Philippines, from India, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia, America. So they need our services, right? Because, for an example, perhaps there's one dude who was here in Bahrain and got in trouble and somehow etc. And then he was casted out, unfortunately, boom, if you know what I mean. And he needs justice.
Okay.
In order to justify what really happened, we need to lawfully represent him. We have a procedure. We have one concept to do so. Is that we need power of attorney.
Okay.
So we can represent you and
Yes.
we can do the needful, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Now, they were here, it's a piece of cake. We take them to Minister of Justice, proceed with this, and move forward. But when they're outside, the issue is not knowing the procedure, not knowing where, and not knowing how much, not even knowing if it exists or not. For example, talking about from the Philippines, we have a lot of inquiries from the Philippines that they have a lot of issues, need solutions or whatsoever. Okay, we know the procedure that you need to do. 1, 2, 3, go to the notary office. They're located in Manila, whatever. And then you should go with apostle. Apostle is basically an international power of attorney used more than 100 something countries. And this will be verified here, will be used here, and it's registered. Everything is okay. They hustle of going there, how to do it. They need to get a lot of eligibilities to be eligible. Then you can go with these procedures. They find struggle with every country worldwide. Now, since we last spoke about that issue, if Ubex comes in between Wiser and those clients to offer the delivery, the client will make the power of attorney. The delivery from the client's country, for example, from Philippines to Bahrain, to our doorstep.
Yes.
Ubex will fulfill this, right?
Of course. Yes.
Okay. Now, in Philippines, as long as I'm aware, we need to choose an address provided from Aramex. This is what we're doing it now. This is how we do it now, so you can know what needs to be done in the before, So I'm dealing with Aramex, giving us an address in Philippines.
They have to deliver it to that certain address.
You do the power of attorney there and deliver it to that place in the Philippines.
Yes.
And then from the Philippines to Dubai, from Dubai to Bahrain. This takes time.
Of course.
You guys know, you're the experts, right?
Of course.
I don't want to hustle with that.
Yes.
I want, if we have this, Ubex will take over and we're going to bring us the papers and we're going to move forward.
Simple. Door to door. Yes. Yes. But however, there are remote areas in Philippines.
Right.
Okay. For those remote areas, it has to be delivered to a certain location.
That is no issue.
Yes.
As long as inside the country.
Yes, of course, inside the country. And then from Philippines all the way to your doorstep here in Bahrain.
Ubex.
Yes.
Super.
Yes.
Guys, it's all about simplifying. We believe in simplifying. See, our slogan basically is identifying, clarifying, and simplifying.
Perfect.
Speaking of those beautiful people that you guys met, the diabetic people, and their energy, and all of that vibe, it's beautiful. Okay. Speaking of this topic, it's psychologically, it's all about knowing and unknowing.
Yes.
Right? If you know the problem, and you know its solution, you will not give much attention.
Exactly.
Now, we're all aware that we are highly recommended by doctors to do 4 times checkups every year. When was the last time we did?
I can't even remember.
You get me. You get the point. As long as you're aware of the problem, you're not going to give an F.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because you're going to get sick, God forbid. You know the solution. You're going to go to the hospital, whatever.
Yeah.
You know the whole structure.
Exactly.
So it's a piece of cake to you.
Exactly.
No consideration. What about the unknown? What about your business? What about the legalities? What about your residency here? What about all these necessary stuff that nobody should mess with?
Yeah.
You have no knowledge about the problem that might come in the future and how to even solve it.
Exactly.
So once you go or once you are set in such situation, people's lives getting destroyed because not knowing what is possible and how to fix the situation. When it comes to legalities and when it comes to business-wise, legal and business-wise, both these two things, two paths, a lot of people destroy their hopes, their life, their business, their money, their entire life gets destroyed because not knowing what is the issue and what is the solution. Imagine if you're investing 20,000 Bahraini dinar as initially to establish a business for general trading.
Okay.
Right? I have high belief that Ubex will simplify all the transactions between us as general trading and the clients.
Yes.
Ubex will do the whole thing in between.
Yes.
The whole thing. All I need is to take care of the customer.
Exactly. That's
all
it.
I need to take care is the marketing and
That's
insertion.
it. That's it. Yeah.
Very simple. So from my side and Ubex as companies working associating together, there's no issues. The issue is only when it comes to legalities. I'm not aware what I am doing, if it's legal or not. People are working in things, doing things, especially in social media, not knowing if they're eligible to do it or not.
Exactly. Yes, yes, yes.
Recently, like 6 months ago, one of the most biggest influencers here in Bahrain, she's a lady, she got arrested because she was doing advertisements and all of that without license.
Okay.
Yes.
She declares that she didn't know.
Okay.
Now, she knows, but she didn't know how to get the license.
Okay.
Because every time when you go to that path, I want to start a business. Where? How?
Where do I
How
go to?
much?
Yeah, where do I go
What
to?
do I get? Am I eligible
Exactly.
or not?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
are the where's the dictionary for this?
Mhm.
Where's the guideline for that? None. When you go to any official entity asking for prices, there's a none. There's no price list.
Yes.
There's no price list on how much you're going to pay for licensing your business. There's no price list. When you call commerce, no price list. When you go Sijilat, no price list. How much to someone?
Exactly.
Nothing. It's like empty desert. Just go there, no compass, no GPS, no internet, just water to
Yes.
survive with.
Yeah.
Just follow the sun or the moon. You know
There's
what
no
I mean?
directions, no sense of direction.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
basically.
how would I be able to build business, achieve my dreams, move forward in life, learn?
Exactly.
It's complicated in that, especially for the Gen Zs, man. The Gen Zs has no knowledge how to do that. Even a puncture tire, they don't know how to fix it.
Exactly.
Sorry, man, I mean no offense, but this is what's really happening.
Yeah.
The problem is there, we're not point fingering.
Yeah.
We are offering hands, extending our hands.
Exactly.
This is how you do. Okay. How to become a DTS? Have you guys ever heard about anything called DTS?
No.
DTS? DTS?
What's DTS?
Dynamic troubleshooter.
Okay.
I'm a DTS.
Okay.
Whatever situation you put me in, no problem for me. All good. It's always the same. I know how to
handle it, you mean?
see when your computer gets glitchy.
Yeah, the troubleshoot.
Troubleshoot.
You run the troubleshooter, he will does the thing for a while and then it will go and then all good. He'll tell you that the problem is that, it's cleared, now close.
Yes.
Right? Humanly, it's the same thing.
Okay.
In any situation. For an example, if I was put in a house under a fire, if he was in a house under a fire, what would be my response and what would be his response?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Just knowing that I'm a millennial, you know that the outcome of the response that I'm going to do towards that situation is 10 times better than his response as being a Gen Z.
Yeah.
Not because he's weak, no, because his time.
The time, yeah.
The time he was raised, born, all of that led him to who he is now, not knowing this knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, what if I told you I can offer you a system where it guides you and guards you from being in trouble? Any stretch of reality. In business, life, home, career, investments, all of that. And that is where Wiser Shield comes. As we just mentioned earlier.
Yes.
We are building an algorithm, a system, that the solution, when you get a medical report, when you feel sick, God forbid, when you get sick, you go to the hospital, surrender your blood, then they will run it to the machine to identify what is your problem, right?
Yes.
Once it's identified, then you're going to get the medical report to tell you, oh, you have an issue, quit this, quit that, start eating carbs more, whatever, cholesterol. We know all of that.
Yes,
right?
yes.
We're doing the same thing, but legal-wise.
Okay.
You're going to register into our system. You're going to give us your CPR, passport, whatever we need to proceed with the power of attorney to lawfully represent you. And then we're going to do a security checkup to find everything around you. Even Bahrainis, Gen Zs, Bahrainis don't know the allowances that they're supposed to get from the government. Do you know that? They don't know. They don't know that. That's not even a problem, bro. That's not even a problem. We're not talking about a problem, the solution, whatever. No, we're talking about something that, the government is giving you, bro. You don't even know that?
Okay.
That much. No knowledge about, they only know about social media.
Social media,
exactly.
All about editing, CapCut.
That's why I mentioned social media is like a disease.
That's why we are trying to rightfully use social media of showing what we need to do.
Exactly.
We have an incident which is really beautiful. One video of ours went 4.7 million views.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. All thanks to the social media. Without the social media, this guy his life would never be changed. I met him, I was walking down the streets with the team. And at night after duty, asking the people, what do you want to say to the world? What do you want to say to the world? Someone who says, I love you sometimes. A random question.
Yeah.
Vlogging. I stopped that guy, he's African from CND. I stopped him. And I asked him, what do you want to say to the world? He opened up that I have an issue. I was here for 6 months. I went to the police trying to fly, force me to fly, put me in jail and fly. They didn't even entertain. They kicked him out that much. He doesn't have house. He doesn't have food. He doesn't have anywhere to sleep. Nothing. And he is a mechanic, car mechanic. He wasn't aware that in Bahraini local market, the car mechanic is very on high demand. Right?
It is.
Every mechanic in the Bahraini local market is demanded.
Yes.
Everywhere. Come on, bro. They need mechanics.
Yeah.
So he wasn't aware of that. So I said, okay, relax. This is my business card. Come please tomorrow morning. Let me help you with that. Give him a big mechanic. 4 garages everywhere. Yeah, we got this, yeah. So I said, okay, they were recording it. Everything was recorded live. So, and then I told him, just come over later on, whatever. And then he said, I don't have food, I have money. I got touched, and I said, okay. It's in the same spot that we're recording, there's a roasted shop. I took him there, and I told him, yeah, this is your dinner. This is a petty cash for you. Whatever is left for me, I gave him. Then I told him, come,
that's nice.
let me see you tomorrow.
That's good, yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And without the TikTok, I swear, for 6 months, he was living in a nightmare. After I met him, took the video, we posted it. The next day, I got 3 calls from 3 different employers, need to hire.
Oh, mashallah.
Wallah, bro, I woke up in the morning, 3 calls from 3 different numbers, unknown numbers. I called them back, like, hey, I saw your video, and I need this guy. I said, okay, no problem, I'll just sort it out. I'm waiting for him to come. He'll come and I'll talk to him, and then I'll sort it out. What's your name? What? The third guy, an old dude who owns big garages, his daughter saw my video on TikTok and told her father about me.
Nice.
That's great.
See, subhanAllah, it's all
the power of social media, yes.
The right way to use social media.
Yes.
And not just this is stretch of, not that just way to get people connected, it's to fix problems too.
Yes.
So his entire life has been changed 180 degrees. Yesterday was nothing. Tomorrow he got his visa, he got his job, he got his.
And subhanAllah, you just found him in the streets randomly. Yes.
Randomly, no plans, nothing. All subhanAllah, it all happened. All thanks to all social media that connected us to all people.
Exactly.
Instead of that, I had to start calling,
yes.
So hire him. I need to talk to my cousin, whatever. It's gonna take longer. Social media, boom.
Exactly.
A guy who's boom. A guy who needs help, boom.
Exactly.
I can connect to Vladimir Putin now.
Yes.
While I'm here with you guys.
Yes.
Why we are misusing social media? That is the point. We should try to use it always.
Exactly.
To put good people together.
That's it. Yeah.
So we can complement one another. You have weak points, you have strong points. You have weak points, you have strong points. As all we are. The joint duty on all of us is to guide and guard each other.
Exactly.
It's to help each other. You're weak at something that I'm good at.
Yes.
You are strong at something that I'm weak at. Also, we are.
It's an exchange.
Exactly. That's
an
why
exchange.
We exist to help each other, to extend our hands together. Not point and
exactly.
We know what's happening nowadays.
Yes. Which is very unfortunate. Right? That's the thing. It's very unfortunate that people are going there.
Major reasons we got the Majlis to connect people, good people together, to tell the world, like, hey, it's never too late, man.
Yes.
It's never too late. You need to start point fingering. You can always be in the bright side. Don't belong to the dark side. Nobody likes it. It's too dark. I can't see it.
Yes. Of course.
So, last but not least.
Yes.
We didn't hear her message to the world. Right?
Yeah.
What do you want to say to the world? I think I have another round.
Yes, please. Yes.
What about you? Another round?
Oh, another round. I'm thinking about the message. Yes, of course, another round. Okay.
Thank you.
See, I had a message when you asked him.
Okay.
And then we were talking about all of that, and I started thinking social media, and me as a marketer, I'm thinking about social media, and I totally forgot what I wanted to say. But it's as he said, but I want to add that as you also said, it's never too late. Don't ever think to yourself that you cannot do it. Like, don't get influenced by the negativity around you. There will be always a cloud of negativity following you, whether it's from other people, whether it's from your inner thoughts. It will always be there. But always believe that you can do it because you have the power to do things. Like, for me, as an example, when I was 13 years old, I started my first job. Although it was
13 years old?
13.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was completely impossible. It's not allowed, it's whatever. But I worked here and there to like at least manage a class in a summer camp, something simple, you know? Start small. Then I continued on this. And then when I was 18, I opened my own food truck, coffee shop with my friend.
Nice.
So it is also impossible. Where am I going to get the capital? How am I going to do all of this? I have no idea about food trucks or the market, but you will find ways. It's never impossible unless you convince yourself that it is impossible.
Indeed.
So that's what I want to tell the world. Like, don't stop believing in yourself, because once you believe, nothing can stop you. This is what I want to say.
Nice.
Okay, before we end this session,
Yes.
there's one important question that means a lot to me.
Yes.
How much would you rate?
What is my cup?
There's
Okay.
We have to take a few more sips.
Yes.
Few more sips.
How much do you rate it? 11.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
11 now.
11. It's nice.
I would give it 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of
Beautiful.
10.
What do you think, though? Take it out. Enjoy it.
It's nice. Like, I don't. I
But
honestly
the rating,
don't know.
the
I
rating.
honestly don't know where to rate it, because it's somewhere between. Is that your phone or
11,
mine?
right.
Okay, it's somewhere between like 9 and 10,
Okay.
somewhere there. But I like number 7. But 7 is a low number.
Right. Well, it's still good. I mean, about 5.
No, it's 9 to 10. This is the actual rating. But for me, I like number 7. 7 is. A
I
low
like the
number.
nostalgia it brings.
It really,
Right.
it really brings a lot of memories. Like with every step, I'm just remembering my cousins.
I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. Glad.
It's really nice. You would win in our.
Yes, he
in
would
our
definitely win.
Really?
He would win.
So
You would win.
No
You would
match.
win. No.
Nah.
Cool.
So far, this one is the best.
Yes.
Cancel customer service. Sorry, guys, but cancel عليكم.
Shout out to the family of Ubex. Beautiful family, beautiful work.
And I would like to also add that without our team members, I don't think
Any of this would be
yes,
possible.
and we wouldn't we couldn't have done it ourselves. It's always with the support of our team, because we always work together, and that's the most important thing. We push ourselves together to achieve greater things.
That's the spirit.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the spirit.
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ubex, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.